Good morning, collective. Happy full moon and eclipse. How exciting. Hope you've all enjoyed your morning with your rituals, if you do them. The full moon is at 12:06 on East Coast time in the States. So, going to get right into it. Spirit wants me to pull a lot of cards, so let's see how this goes. Give us true and precise messages, Spirit, with the intent. See my collective as well. With clarity for their soul purpose and their mission. True and precise messages for the career for the collective, please. True and precise messages for recent past. For the collective. And what they're dealing with, and the person that they're dealing with. Thank you. And in your future. Amen. And overall, what energy that they're dealing with, Spirit. Okay. Alright, so collective in the near past, recent past rather. 8 of Swords, self-imposed imprisoned. Hopefully that goes into clear vision. 8 of Swords. So recently in the past you were almost a self-sabotaging, overthinking, overanalyzing, and this was blocking you. You're coming across also as, in the recent past, loving yourself, with the Queen of Cups, filling your own cup, pulling that energy back and focusing on self, loving self, shining your light, going through your transformation, and filling your own cup of self-love. Good job. And you are coming across as the star, the balancing out your emotions, listening to your intuition and your guidance, and your third eye open, your crown chakra open, you're hearing your spirit guides. Maybe you're second guessing them still, but they are speaking with you, and your spirit guides are all around you, as well as your ancestors. The person you're dealing with, or partner, divine counterpart, etc. It was regarding the lover's situation, whether this is you or an additional lover for some, not everyone, but there was lovers involved in this connection. 8 of Pentacles, someone putting the work in, maybe over focused and greed even here, but focused on work and earning those pentacles, still keeping the flame lit or in their mind, but not focusing on it, listening to their intuition, that's telling them to focus on self and their stability. They had a choice to make, yes, perhaps because there was lovers, even if it wasn't the divine counterpart, but they had a choice to make regarding a three-party situation, the Three of Wands, and they want to move forward. They're looking, they've chosen what they've chosen, and they're ready to move forward. They're turning their back on the other wands. All right, in your career position, all right, you have Page of Cups. This is career. So you thought your workplace fulfilled you. It was what you wanted. It was serving its purpose. You were putting the work in. Perhaps things at work started to get, there's a fish in the cup. Perhaps they started to get stale or a little fishy. Maybe gossip or games were being played in the workplace, but maybe now you're thinking of moving on. But I also see here that you are receiving recognition in the workplace for work that you have done. Chariot card here is moving forward. The Chariot card is pulling you. This is Spirit guiding you out of that position or out of that situation. Perhaps it's because something was stale or fishy. Again, I see you getting accolades or awards or recognition in a work or a job well done in an endeavor, but this is Spirit pulling you, almost catapulting you forward into a different job, into a different position, uprooting you. I see here that they're uprooting you from that position, perhaps so that you can be an entrepreneur, go in business for yourself. And this is also during the moon cycle. This is the near future, almost. Either present energy on this or very soon. And the Six of Swords. Leaving behind things that no longer serve you because of the emotional chaos it caused in your life. Things that were, yes, you had to leave behind things that no longer serve you. Shed parts of yourself even that no longer serve you. Leave behind the old you and move forward in the new you so that you can blossom where you are headed in the future. Here, once these pull, see, Stone of Ancestors. Again, your ancestors are all around you. Remember that decisions and movements are being made for your higher good. The Spirit and your ancestors are giving you guidance. You do still have self-will, the choice to decide otherwise. Sorry, one more.
It's 11.
It's going to go off again in a few minutes. I hit snooze by mistake. So, sorry about that. The Stone of the Ancestors. Yes, your ancestors are all around you. Especially for many of you, you have an older woman. It was very important. Either your mother or grandmother that is passed on. They are near you, helping you with synchronicities, giving you guidance. But yes, you do have self-will. You can choose. Otherwise, you can choose which path you are going to take. It just, yes, you can choose which wand you want. But there's a divine choice to be made. And actions, of course, have consequences. But they are guiding you for your higher good to a certain direction. Long snow moon. This full moon today is the wolf moon, if you didn't know. contemplation, messages, deliberation. It's a number 9 card for synchronicities. And no, yes, messages. While you may be contemplating moving forward, contemplating fleeing the situation, Spirit's saying don't contemplate, move, make the move, make that choice. Choices are not going to sit around for you forever. The person you're involved with is not going to wait for you forever. That a choice is made, the time was set, and that contemplation is only hurting yourself in your journey. Messages are all around you. Make a deliberation, make a deliberate choice of your actions toward your soul purpose, toward your mission. Messages, again, just keep getting that synchronicities and signs and synchronicities are all around you, even to the littlest detail. Seriously? I swear I tried to turn this thing off. There. You're flying against storm clouds. You're flying, it's like you feel like you're going against the grain, you're going against the storm clouds, or flying into the storm. But Spirit says you have ancestors there guiding you through it. You will glide through that storm. Don't worry, that there will be a rainbow at the end. The messages, again, with the synchronicities, the signs the Spirit is sending you, whether they are the large birds of prey, some may even be cardinals from your ancestors. I know my mother-in-law, rest her soul, loved cardinals. So when I see a cardinal, I always think of her. But to the littlest thing, whether it's a number, synchronicity on your clock, a song on the radio, you might come across a butterfly in the middle of winter, the things that pop up on your computer screen, your cell phone, speaking of cell phone, right? That when those things pop up, and there may be a message for you, or something that you need to pay attention to, and it's trying to get your attention. Those signs and synchronicities, the birds, they're all Spirit trying to get your attention about a situation. Go within and ask your Spirit guides for guidance, for clarity. And with this video today, the intent was that you receive clarity of your soul purpose, your mission, your next step. Also, number 9, spiritual connection with the North Waboose. This reminds me, it looks like the white buffalo, and reminds me of the white buffalo's calf spirit that always promises that you'll have enough. You're taken care of by your ancestors. You have that spiritual connection with them. You're here on this, if you found this video, you're here for a reason, because your spiritual and your ancestors have guided you for the messages. Completion. A certain cycle has come to completion that you're not choosing correctly, perhaps, for some, or you need to move forward from a past cycle that has completed. Use your wisdom. You know the right thing to do, regardless to what your upbringing was, regardless to what society thinks would be right. Choose wisely what your ancestors would want for you. General messages. Number 9, cups. So your 9 cups, you have 1 cup away from that self-fulfillment of wish fulfillment, of 10 of cups. There's one divine choice. Fill your own cup first before you can give that cup, your cup or love, to someone else. Yes, because the unity okay, you saw me turn that phone off. You have to be in unity with self first, by loving yourself, caring enough about yourself to raise your vibration and walk away from toxicity, leave behind dark energies. Follow your star. Again, this is the second star card here. Star card is also an Aquarius. As we said, yes, the day before yesterday. But even when you have the tower moments, just look for the star, look for the light that guides you through this, and it will get you through the tower moments, and it'll get you through the storm. Queen of Coins, whether this is you or your counterpart, but Queen of Coins is very, her heart chakra, she's beaming with her heart chakra green, wide open, her third eye, her crown chakra, her throat chakra is activated, her heart chakra is activated, and this person is blossoming, he or she is very much blossoming in their growth. Very nice. Ace of Coins, all about that new beginning in your new career. Why? Because Spirit's guiding you, catapulting you. Remember what we said, he's catapulting you or out of that situation, moving you forward to a new beginning in the way you make your coins, and you will be prosperous. There's a V in this thing. It's relevant to someone. Something about the, yes, things are changing. The acorn here is glowing like a red light in it. So remember again about the messages of the littlest things. How small is an acorn? How small is a bumblebee, right? Is the littlest things, and a little ladybug here, and I've never even seen them on this card before. But there's ladybugs here, and Spirit says from the littlest thing is a message. It's a message for you about Spirit trying to contact you. Your spirit guides are trying to reach out to you. Go within and listen and ask what the message is. You know what it is. Spirit keeps saying you know what the message is. Ask for guidance. In the near future, you have a King of Wands coming into your life, or a Queen. This is depending on your situation. It's a masculine. King is considered masculine energy, right? So this could be a female or a male, but it's masculine energy. About a divine couple. Why? Because you have the lioness and the lion and the lioness here. You got the also got feminine energy with the full moon behind here, taking charge, but yet is a king, balancing the feminine and the masculine energy within you, reaching that authority within yourself, knowing that you have the gifts within yourself, seeing things from a higher perspective. And again with the full moon here, Spirit is sending you the birds for messages and reminding you to get through the storm. You have to see things from a higher perspective to gain fruits of in regards to the fruits of your labor. And that will bring you celebration. This is not the three-party situation card today. It is all about celebration in the near future. You're going to be celebrating. And people are going to be watching you. There's someone over here lurking in the weeds. Well, they might be flowers. I call them weeds. This reminds me of a bonsai tree. Again with the moon energy, very feminine energy. So perhaps you're going to be celebrating with female friends, but you're going to have onlookers watching you get to this point, get to that celebration. Spirit, give us true precise message from the Spirit guide. Okay. Spirit says go within. It's kind of like your journey quest, your meditation. It's the Sweat Lodge card, where you go set aside in there and just think about your journey, your soul purpose, your mission, and what is your next step. How are you going to get there? You don't have to think or find out and plan out the whole journey. You don't have to see the actual vision of the very end. Spirit has that. They have your back. All you've got to do is take the first step. And like lighting a bonfire. You have to first gather the kindling before it can become a flame. To light the fire before you can have the bonfire. Warrior of the heart. This is the polar bear, the big bear. It's like earth energy, almost a Virgo. A Virgo is a bear energy. The cold. The tracks. Remember the footprints you leave on the earth, or we affect everything in our energy is leaving footprints on the earth, so be careful how we leave, what footprints we do leave. What are others, the young ones, the next generation in your family, they're going to follow you in your footsteps. That's for somebody. Owl medicine. The sun is shining brightly. This also has a very high energy orb all around this, which almost like a radioactive, nuclear wave around it. This little owl, very wise, guiding you again about synchronicities. The sun is always a masculine energy, using your wisdom, being strong in courage and strength of wisdom, listening to your ancestors, listening to your spirit guides, knowing that they are leaving you signs and synchronicities. They're leaving you the trail for you to follow. They're leaving you the footprints. Just you have to follow in their signs and synchronicities. The messages that they're bringing you. It's not spiritual. It's not wrote on a bullboard, clear in ink. You have to do the work to figure it out. Listen to the spirits. Listen to what they're trying to tell you. Let's get some clarity, and then we'll go back to the other ones that Spirit wants to like. Whoops. Maybe not. If you have earplugs, you might want to remove them while I shuffle these. Get true precise messages for clarification on the recent past. Trying to pick these up. So the Eight of Swords, perhaps self-imposed imprisonment. You were blinded because of the drama around you, but it's an end to the mockery and the drama that's around you in the workplace, I'm hearing, or in your life, even for some maybe family or friends. Stop worrying about what people say, what they think. All that's important is this life that you're living now, and live your best life in purpose, with a mission. And Spirit says, fill your own cup of love, but cut out the things that no longer serve you with the Maiden of Blade. And the Star card is here with helping you to balance your emotional intelligence with the Sun card, and the Sun card brings you that wish fulfillment, happiness. Okay, first up, first up was the matriarch of pipes. This is the peace pipes, the sitting down. Stop being sneaky. There's a fox in the background. The fox is sly fox, right? Stop being the sly fox. Cards to the lover card, and bring peace to the situation. Sit down and speak peacefully. You know how they pass the peace pipe and say their piece or their thoughts. And start saying, have the be the matriarch of peace pipes. Speak peace and stop being sly like the fox. In regards to working, he even has cobwebs. He's been working so long on this pentacle that he's got cobwebs up here on the fortune and the abundance that Spirit has put aside for him. And Spirit saying, listen to your intuition, be the shaman. You know you have all the tools within you. You were financially abundant already in Spirit, and you will receive these gifts when you make the changes in your life necessary, when you choose your path correctly and leave behind the shadow side of toxicity. The moon card here, number 9, it's a near ending. Okay. Clarify. I'm going to put this back to the top so I can clarify. Alright, clarify the Page of Cups, please. There. Clarify the Page of Cups. And the Chariot, please. Chariot. And the Six of Swords, please. Clarify Six of Swords. Page of Cups. In the workplace, the Tower is here. Yeah, what did we say? You're going to be moving on from this job because something's fishy about it. There's crabs around you because there's a crab. But yes, they're saying you're going to be leaving that spot because it's no longer fulfilling to you. And the Tower moment is here. Let it fall. Let the tower come down. Clear away the debris and move forward. And again, yes, clarifying that card came was the Chief of Vessels. Be the chief of your direction of your career. Move forward. And for some of you, you're going to be opening your own business. And Spirit has been giving you birds of prey, large birds, as synchronicity. I say large birds because I can't tell exactly what this bird is. It does look like a hawk, but it could be something else. The Chariot, medicine wheel number 10, and ending. It's time to heal from the situation that you're in. Far too long. Spirit says they were in that position, in that situation, long overdue for movement forward. They just kept ignoring all the signs of synchronicities, kept ignoring their spirit guides' messages, kept ignoring the ancestors trying to push them out of that situation or push them out of a home environment that was toxic. I'm hearing that they were so rooted, holding on to old rooted belief systems that they didn't want to believe, but Spirit is here pulling them, catapulting them forward, ending of that situation so that it can move. With the 10 of medicine wheel. 6 of Swords, leaving things behind that no longer serve you because of an emotional situation, and what we said, even leaving behind parts of themselves. Here we have a number 4, moving towards stability, number 4, but also birthing a new beginning. This is career, mind you. So pregnancy is birthing a new business. And number 6, the Lovers, working in partnership with someone you care about or in a work that you're going to love. You're going to be very passionate about what you choose to move forward in. 9 of Cups. is the celebration, 6 equal balance, give and take, the giveaway dance. You're going to be giving away love, celebration. You're going to be just joyful. You're going to be shining your light. The Star card is here, putting an end, changing that Tower moment. Yes, it was the Tower moment that you're coming up out of, as the Star here is regards to change, because there's too much fighting going on in a situation, too much battling, and some of it wasn't even directly about you. Some of it was about you or at you, but not their business, I'm hearing. It wasn't any of their concern, but they were keeping you in toil. Okay, number 8, strength, the Queen of Coins. She's very abundant in building, moving forward, blossoming, and it has taken strength to reach this rainbow of light with stars at calm waters. Ace of Coins, that new beginning, from the smallest thing to the largest, and you will have victory here with the Victory card, number 6, again, balance. The King of, what did we say? Wands. He's, graduated. In the near future, he's graduating to King of Wands from the Knight of Wands, putting an end to player energy, putting an end to the in and out, not being focused, not being stable. He's ready to move forward as a warrior with peace for his life, taking control, taking the reins to move forward. He wants justice, so he has gone within, seeing things with a higher perspective, change of perspective, and so he could see through the storm that he's in. And Spirit says this is bringing him justice in that situation, that they were wronged by others. Shield of protection, this is celebration, and number 1, this is all about unity, your yin and yang, the divine masculine, divine feminine energy within each of us that is balancing out in you. Spell of enchantment. Embrace, walk in nature. You can balance yourself with your emotions, and allow to a cleansing. This is about a cleanse. I feel like this is more enchantment of us being cleansing yourself to move forward in light with the rainbow of passion where you're going. Just like the frog, they cleanse themselves in the water. They sit on the lily pad and just watch things go by, eat their bugs, and live happily ever after, right? They don't worry about if they have a job to do. They don't have to worry if what they do. They just are. They just be. Nemesis, lessons learned. Yes, this is all about the lessons you've already learned, and that cycle has ended of the past lessons and the karmic lessons in your life. It's time for that cycle that has ended for you to move forward and choose correctly, to have victory. Celebrate. The Holy Stone of protection. You are protected by your ancestors, even in the spiritual realm. If you're feeling like your spirit is being a spiritual warfare on you, or feel like you're being attacked in the spiritual realm, then know that your spirit guides are protecting you, whether it's 3D or 5D, but that you are protected because you are a chosen one, you are divine. Spirit, sorry, so this one, I put it off long enough, evidently. Hard to shuffle quietly. again, a curse card today. The moon card and the corn. Alright, so we have 2 10s and a 15 breaks to a 6. Children of the corn, I'm hearing the children of the corn. I don't know on that, if that means something to someone. To me, it's about harvest, moving forward, the end of a season. These little corns all look like they have skulls on top of them. It's time to replant, plant something else, and move forward. It's an ending to the games you were playing, perhaps. Not dreaming big enough, you're letting the crops around you die, your environment die, the energy around you is stagnant. It's time to plow that over so that you can plant new seeds somewhere else, because the birds here are moving forward. There's 5 here, which is change of direction. So you're going to, you can plow this over, but you need to move forward and plant your seeds elsewhere. And follow the moon cycle. Number 10, it's an ending. Of course, we have the full moon and eclipse today. An ending to the cycle. This makes me feel like you need to change this direction before the next full moon, so that you can't be held back, because someone is trying to hold you back. Someone is trying to silence you and trying to keep you from being successful. Don't let others keep you from speaking your truth, as well as what I get with this. Okay, 6th house, number 3. So you can look at what your 6th house is for your planetary alignment. It's also about health, your health. Make a routine, a healthy routine in the morning. Try to wake around 3:30 and meditate. You know, get into your soul purpose, your mission. Go for a walk, be in nature, but have a set routine so that you are being successful each day with intention of that purpose, soul purpose. Another 10 card, 4th house. See what your 4th house is, but here it says all about roots, your family roots. Uproot the old belief systems and know that they were, perhaps some of them were wrongly placed beliefs upon you, and it's time to bear the fruit of your new roots, because you are a new person, you are transformed, you're not, those old belief systems no longer serve you. And Aquarius, number 5, is about change, and it says, I know, because highly in the Aquarius season, in which you're coming into towards the end of January, your ancestors are around you, and Spirit's saying you do know. You know exactly what Spirit is trying to tell you to do. You know exactly what your ancestors are trying to push you towards, and you're trying to make it feel sorry for yourself, or letting your emotions hold you back. Don't make yourself a victim. Don't victimize yourself. Don't be a martyr. Step up, step forward, uproot those belief systems and move forward. That's for someone, not necessarily for everyone. That's what I wanted me to remind find you. Remember, all messages might not be pertaining to you. Some of them may resonate, some may not. This is what they need to work on. Okay, prosperity begins. You have a new beginning if you plant your seeds correctly with the right partnership and not the toxicity one, because you can't plant fruit in toxicity. It won't grow. You won't be abundant with toxicity. You need purity. Seek advice from your spirit guides. They are all around you. Again, with these two bluebirds here, that reminds, while they're in meditation and in nature, they're speaking to their, allowing spirit guides to speak to them, knowing that there's signs all around them. Challenging times. Yes, you've been going through this about change, and it has been a challenging time going through the storm. January judgment month, so you're going to continue through January in judgment and with trials and errors, and how you react to those situations, and choosing the higher road, choosing to be out of whatever leads you out of toxicity is the right choice. But it will be a challenging time, but you will come through it victorious. Remember, Spirit said you will be, wherever it was, victorious. I had a victory card here. Somewhere. Right there. I knew there was a victory card. You will be victorious. Alright. So this is what I have for you for today's daily vibe. I hope you have a blessed full moon day. Namaste.